This to me looks like a bullish AMD deep swing view. What it's doing now after 9:30?
பார்க்கும்போது
That is
வீக்லி
what we're doing now.
நல்ல ஒரு
Probably
புல்லிஷில் தான்
shade.
இருக்குது. டெய்லியும் பார்க்கும்போது
It's not a bullish trade. I don't think
ஒரு
I'm
புல்லிஷில்
gonna
தான்
take
இருக்குது.
it.
4 hour பார்க்கும்போது
Right? If
நமக்கு ஒரு
after 9:30, like if suppose price hit that at 9:30 now,
நியூட்ரல் ஸ்டேஜ்னு சொல்லலாம்.
definitely go bullish. This is
ஏன்னா
the only thing that was holding me
இந்த
back
ஒரு
from the
ஃபேர்
bullish
வேல்யூ கேப்
bias.
இருக்குது. பார்ப்போம் இதுக்குள்ளே வந்து
Our
இதை பிரேக்
historic
பண்ணுச்சுன்னா தான் இனிமேல்
is
பை.
very bullish.
as ஆஃப் நோ 4 hour வந்து
Yes, we are trading inside
வெயிட்
the
பண்ணணும்
gap
பை
from 4
கன்ஃபர்மேஷன்
hour.
கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு. ஸோ
Also
15
respecting
minutes
that
நமக்கு
as well.
பார்க்கும்போது
We left a lot of equal
அவரேஜா
highs.
இது லிக்விடிட்டி நேற்றுடைய லண்டன் லிக்விடிட்டி இது ஆக்சுவலாக.
Now we got a bullish S&P, but let's see if this one holds or not. I would like it more if we end up getting a S&P with 839 low. After that, we don't have any near-term equal lows.
இது ஏஷியன் லோ லிக்விடிட்டி ஆக்சுவலாக மார்க் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஏஷியன் மார்க்கெட்டோட லோ லிக்விடிட்டி இது. ஓகே, ஏஷியாவோட ஹை லிக்விடிட்டி இது வந்து லண்டன் ஹை. ஸோ இன்றைக்கி ஒரு நல்ல சான்ஸ் இருக்குது. லண்டன் லிக்விடிட்டி மார்க் பண்ணியாச்சு. பை சைட் லிக்விடிட்டி ஓகே. ஏஷியன் ஹை லோ அண்ட் இது அண்ட் ப்ரீ மார்க்கெட்டுன்னு பார்க்கும்போது
Let's wait. One more minute.
ஓகே, லெட்ஸ் see. இந்த ஃபேர் வேல்யூ 4 வேல்யூவில் வந்து இங்கேருந்து எதாவது கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கிடைக்கணும். கிடச்சிச்சுன்னா தான் நம்ம செல் பார்க்க முடியும். ஸ்டில் 4 hour பார்க்கும்போது நமக்கு ஆர்டர் ஃப்ளோ எல்லாமே புல்லிஷில் தான் இருக்குது சொல்ல போனால்.
This one looks like easy short, right? Accumulation, then we did manipulation, and then some more bearish price. Hard trade increasing? No, not here. Why would it increase?
Market open ஆக போகுது.
I don't see a setup here, do I? It increases when I see a setup, not when price prints candle.
4 hour பார்க்கும்போது மேலே போகிற மாதிரி தான் இருக்குது.
Let's see what open does. Yeah, Dow gave a bullish S&P already with 815 low. S&P ETS looks very bullish as I've said. And it is bullish, let's say.
Market open ஆயிடுச்சு.
Double S&P here.
டக்குன்னு இதை போட்டுருவோம்.
Let's see if it holds. Yes, dropping even more. I think I want to take a setup from this inversion, but after they activate it.
Okay. சின்னதுதான். ஸோ சாப்பியாக இருக்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. பார்ப்போம். மார்க்கெட் வந்து
gonna keep the Dow SMT. The
low எடுத்துருச்சு.
ES SMT now you decided. All right, we got another purge on Dow on ES.
பைக் பார்க்கலாம்.
So SMT came with ES. And Dow even reached even lower, so much lower. I don't think it's giving me a chance to enter. So volatile. So volatile. No way. No way. What the hell, NQ? Why you do this? You see that the bias turned out to be bullish, but majority were bearish.
பைக்கு தான் போகுது.
But it's not giving me a chance to enter. Probably it won't. It already smashed my target, so I wanted to see it giving me an entry while keeping my targets intact. It already smashed the first target. The risk is very good, but let's see if it gives me a retest here, I can enter. but that's not looking like in a question. From the breaker block, a little bit deeper retracement would have made all of us to get in it, but it is what it is. Let's see if it does give us a deeper retracement into the gap, this one, so that we all can take it. I don't think so. It already did a retest under the breaker block. Very volatile. Our target is 50% of previous daily candle, the devil's mark, and the gap. So daily chart was bullish. Hourly was also giving bullish signature. 50-minute was also bullish. Only this was holding us back. We got a Judas there. And yeah. Let's see if we can enter in it. The breaker stop loss can be like below the breaker. Don't want to look at Dow. Dow usually does opposite things. So let's see if this one can give us anything. Probably coming back down for the gap. We got inversion here as well. So a couple of areas to hold. Anybody took it from the breaker block? Anyone? From 932 candle? We also don't have a first standard gap either. No one. Really? Most are not at my level yet, as it seems. Majority did not even see this reversal. Did you guys see that? No, and I only saw the reversal when all of these candle printed. That was the Judas, right? So as I've said, Judas, if I can see it, I'm confident in the bias, and the bias was bullish. Judas was due. Judas did happen. So those who did not see it, you must journal it. You must journal this part and how price delivered SMT, and you also should aim to reach at this level.
Liquidity, London liquidity market sweep பண்ணிருச்சு. பார்த்தா இங்க தெரியும்.
Then that's the level you still have to reach, right? Now let's see what it does. Order block retested. It looks bullish to me until we clear out, until we tap into this gap. Until we tap into this gap, it looks bullish to me. We have pushed one swing high here. Is that a bearish SMT? Let me check. Is that a bearish SMT? But it looks like a bearish SMT with ES now, right? All right, I would like to be bearish once we get the tap into the gap, but not before it. We got a bearish SMT a little bit more. I would like to see that, and then I would like to be neutral again to see if we can trade with a bullish bias or if it's really a bearish bias or not. Oh, many of you took it. That's nice. That's really nice that you guys did. How many of you took it? Cooper, then Doc Rolling Panda, Neon Jelly. Yeah, a couple of you took it. Damn, you guys surprised. Oh, it came back. Damn. Probably we are bearish now because we got a purge, right? I was expecting it to reach at the high of the 50% of this candle, but it seems like this is from where we probably get bearish, or at least I would like to be bearish here after this rejection. It came after we traded above this swing high, right? So we got a bearish S&P on the hourly, we got a bearish S&P on 4-hour, and now let's see. But if we are not going below these key levels, I'm not gonna be bearish. So this swing low will have to be traded, in my eye, for me to be bearish. Let's see. We're still inside macro, and we already reversed. Not looking short from here to me, so but that's a BPR.
ஆக்சுவலாக மார்க்கெட் இந்த லண்டன் இன்றைக்கோட லண்டன் லிக்விடிட்டியை மார்க்கெட் ஸ்வீப் பண்ணிருச்சு. நமக்கு பார்க்கும்போது கரெக்டாக ஸ்டில் ஏதோ ஒரு லைட்டாக தான் ஸ்வீப் பண்ண மாதிரி இருக்குது. பார்ப்போம். இன்னும் இந்த எஃப்இஜிக்கு வரல. அப்படி பார்த்தாலும் ஸ்டில் மேலே போகிறதுக்கான சான்சஸ் இருக்குது. பார்ப்போம்.
After the closure, 939. So I was not expecting this reversal already inside the same macro, but it is what we have here. Now I'm waiting to see if we are really bearish though, and I'm okay to miss this short. But the thing is, I'm doubting it. ES is so volatile towards sell side, NQ Dow at the same time. So nothing can chart take from me if I'm a bit more patient here. So I like to be a bit more patient, and probably we go for a trading inside the next macro at 950 to 1010. Before then, if it is a short, then
first
the entry was
presented fair value gap actually,
something like this, but I never outlined it because I never saw it. So if it does happen, no FOMO because we did not see it. Also, another entry can be from here with a stop loss, like suppose this, and the target this looks very good, but I wish I was confident in this short, which I am not. So I'm just gonna watch this, tape reading this one, and waiting for a setup inside 950 macro. Those who took that long, your reaction had to be like really fast, and also the closure had to be really fast, right? Very, very quick, otherwise it wasn't a slow trade at all. Very fast trade, very, very fast trade. I also don't like the wick we formed. This one, it looks like a fake out to me. I don't know why. Last couple of times when we got a week like this, majority of these weeks got violated. Like a week like this here, got violated instantly. Same week we got again today, and look at all the wicks that we generated in this price cycle. Trying to find examples, but again, trading based on a pattern doesn't work. So I also don't see much of liquidity other than the Asian low on sell side. We have also reached at the 50% of this stealing range, but the thing is we also cleared the SMT. Unlike other days, not so easy. A tricky bias today, tricky price action. Definitely it has a bias, but I definitely did not like the back and forth delivery at 9:30, especially this move. Now I would be like going for short, as I said, if we were like trading into the gap, 10 a.m. gap in front of the SMT. Definitely that was a trade for me. But look at the reaction. Not really a plus or a short reaction. Let's wait. When I look at a ES chart, it looks very bullish. That's why I'm not even outlining that short to you. If you look at the ES chart, that's where we have left most of the equal highs. So a lot of equal highs. Look at that, how clean this level is, 6,343-ish level. Same thing on Dow, 44,415. We have a lot of devil's mark there. Then we also have a bullish SMT, while we have a lot of equal highs. So I honestly don't see short, and probably I'm wrong. But in a scenario like this, when market is giving both sides as a target, being neutral is the best option unless price shows otherwise, because now buy side is very clean, very clean here on ES, but we also have printed a bearish S&T. So contradicting analysis today. But let's see what we do. Price shows. Now we got huge bullish SMTs on chart. That's why I'm not thinking about the short. And I would definitely think about the short if we are going below this low, right? That was my bias when we got the bearish delivery, but we did not go below it. 22,140. Looks like we're still respecting the bullish SMT. So 950 likely giving us a trade. And if it was a short, if it is a short, then it's not the best type of delivery. If I was in this short, I can take entry from 2 key level. This one, like suppose I had a bias for short with a stop loss like this, or from here with a stop loss up here. So I already got stopped out. And the short never makes sense, right? Short never really made a sense here. Looks pretty bullish. I want to go for a long now that they're avoiding this gap. That looks like to me a very high quality long, but time is not aligning. So this is the first setup I'm gonna take rate. Right, easily at plus if it was inside macro, he'll get plus, but outside macro, pain of discipline is what I'm choosing, but looks very obvious now. It is obvious now. Sometimes it does this once setup outside macro.
Again, market price up வருது இந்த ஏரியா இன்னும் ஃபுல் அண்ட் ஃபுல் இந்த எஃபிஜி வரைக்கும் வர சான்ஸ் இருக்கு. க்ளோஸ் வச்சிருச்சு.
So B plus, otherwise A plus if it was inside macro. Take reading this and trusting in the fact that price will offer more of opportunities, and probably will end up getting a better opportunity than this one. It's all about having a lot of trust in it, just like I have, that things will show up. Even if I miss this one now, I cannot allow myself to break rules. If I break rules now, it's gonna hold me back when the same setup looks very high probability, but it is not high probability, and I end up taking. So that's why I cannot just break the rule. But this is where from I would definitely think about it. Entry looks very tempting. Very tempting here at this candle for execution. See, this is a BPR. Why is looking tempting? BPR, that there's a breaker block. Extend this box out on time. A lot of support we got from here. Right, this whole key level for resistance. So now we can follow for support. Very tempting scenario, but it's okay. It's okay. 946. You see why I said tempting? It looks so obvious of a long. rarely looks so obvious as a long. I wish the gift gave this to me inside 959, but definitely was waiting for this. Otherwise, I would have taken that short. I was waiting for this long, and it looks like I just ended up taking it. Anyone took it, this will likely, very likely hit TP. But pain of discipline hard. It choose hard. So let's wait to see. ES was definitely helping with the bias today for bullish bias because ES has left a lot of equal highs. So ES definitely was helping here in terms of not trusting bearish bias, right? Majority of you just got liquidated here for short. I think most, I would say 95% took that short, but it was not a short. What it was this. I don't care, diamond trader. I'm not gonna change my macro times. If you feel like you wanna do it, then do it. I'm already filthy rich, so rich that I don't care if I miss this setup or even if I don't trade it today. But I'm not gonna change my system just because I see the setup repeating today. Now I've been trading the same system for 5 years. Do I care? I don't. You probably do care because you're broke. You're trying to be rich. So if you feel like you're missing out, then 9:45, you can exit it out on time as a macro. But I'm not gonna do it. You can choose any time as a macro. You can choose literally any time as a macro. It matters to you. But this is what I believe as a macro. That's what I see my setup repeating most of the time. Does that mean outside macro I'll never see setup? No. Look at that. It was such a nice A plus setup, as I've said. If it was inside macro, I'll definitely go for it. Super A plus. And it was very tempting here at 9:46. I even thought about taking it on my tape reading on my aggressive account, but I ended up not executing it. So what I believe and what I try to do on short is based on what my mentor taught me. If that's a long, you have to see the long when the candles are here. If you don't see that, you are fucking doomed. So that's the aim.
அகைன்
That's what
இந்த
I want to
லண்டன்
achieve today.
லிக்விடிட்டி மார்க்கெட் எடுத்துருச்சு.
And
ஸ்டில் இந்த
so it's
எஃப்இஜி
like this.
பெண்டிங்கில்
But when
இருக்குது.
I told
பார்ப்போம்.
you
அங்கே
it's a
தான் வர
long,
வாய்ப்பு அதிகமாக
when
இருக்குது.
did I say that? When all of this bearish
4
candles
ஹவர் ஃபேர் வேல்யூ
look
கேப்பு.
like
ஸோ
and also all of these bearish candles did not make me go for a short or even outline. I did not even outline a short for you. I usually do if I think that's a short, even I take it, but not here. Not here. It's because of that. Because of that. Because mentor says if that's a long, if you think that's a long, you have to see that long when the candles are bearish. And higher timer definitely helped here. Definitely helped, especially the yes short. So I would say as long as these are not taken, I would like to be bullish today. And back and forth price action, as I've said, it's a tricky price action, not an easy price action. Definitely price telling us it's a tricky price action based on the back and forth delivery. Dow is smashing it though. Dow is like, look at Dow. It looks like on Dow it looks like an NFP there, or FOMC there, or CPI there. All right, now we are inside macro 951. Inside macro. If the long still makes sense. So if you want, you can look for a entry. Does still make sense from the same key level as I outlined, the same stop loss as I outlined. But if I take it, I'll let you know. I'm still waiting. I usually don't take a setup from the second retest. You will never see me executing from a second retest. To me, if I have a trade, it's always from the first retest. Second retest always will hold it to me. So here, I'm okay to miss this setup if it just goes from the second retest. I don't take from the second retest. I never do. You won't be able to show me a single example of me taking a setup from the second retest. Always from the first retest. always from the first retest. And look, the second retest was low probably, right? And now I'll wait for a setup. Now we're inside Memphis. Like, do you want to take a setup? We also have a purge here. So if we become bullish now, I'm definitely taking it. And then it looks like we're becoming bullish. Let's trade this inversion. Looks very bullish. We also have a lot of gaps to fill. So then I'll line it for you. From here, I'm thinking about a re-entry. Not as a second retest entry, but from this new trade, new entry looks very bullish. What the hell? Why can I log into my account? Is FX causing any problem with you guys? They just locked me out of my investment account. Why? Alright. This one looks very obvious to me at least. So if you wanna take it, do take it. Well, you won't be able to take it because it just left at 9:53 gave execution. On 30 seconds, there was no execution on minute chart. 30 seconds, there was execution here. And 9:53. Very fast price action today. Damn. Bro, this is definitely fast. And I don't think any of you got it. Too quick. Too quick of a trade. Alright guys, how many of you were able to execute on it from 9:53, or it gave execution at 9:52, 9:53, and it definitely wasn't long after the purge, right? So those who watch me, this is what gives me a set of the purge. Purge did happen. Purge definitely did happen. And that's exactly what gave me a trade. Waiting for it to hit that 4 hour gap. Probably won't. Look at the back and forth price action. Very bullish closure. Waiting for it to hit that gap I outlined, the 10 a.m. gap from 4 hour chart. Yeah, you gotta be quick. You gotta be really quick to take this setup. There's no second thought opportunity to that on chart. Either you get it when it giving you a chance to enter, or it just leaves without you. Come on, hit that 23, 248. Come on. not the best ever price action. At least not the best ever price action. Not the best ever price action here. Getting
ரொம்ப
another.
ஒரு சாப்பியா போயிட்டுருக்கு ப்ரைஸு. ஸோ ஸ்டில் வெயிட். அதான் இந்த
So
அகைன் இந்த லிக்விடிட்டி எடுத்துருச்சு. ஆனா எஃப்இஜில இன்னும் டேப் பண்ணல.
yeah, we have left a
ஸோ
lot of
அதுக்காக
equal
தான்
highs
வெயிட்டிங்
there.
பண்றேன். பார்ப்போம் என்ன நடக்குது.
Right, but we're getting resistance from 50% of previous days, and we're not looking very good for bullishness. If we like from where we chose to show resistance, this is a very high quality level for me to be bearish. But I don't want to be bearish before we tap into the 4 hour gap. That's what I don't want to be. So I really want to see tapping into the gap, and then if it drops, I'm confident in short, not before it. We'll do new analysis once it taps into that gap. We're not gonna do any new analysis until it taps into the gap because that's where I see it going. If it does not go there, then I'll just go neutral and then look for more better opportunity in terms of bias. That's exactly where bias is telling me it should go. He asked doing the same thing, we are saying the same exact thing. So unless it goes there, I cannot just look for a reversal bias. No way, look at these candles. Right, we're getting a chop here. She can destroy type chop, not just any chop. She can destroy type chop. Going for the swing low, swing high, but at the same time generating only one side liquidity, equal highs. Definitely not a plus price action. Well, we don't do this in a plus price action, so definitely not a plus. And we're still inside the opening range gap, gap, right? So our opening range gap from 930. Where is it today? So regular trading, not opening range gap. Regular trading, we're still close to it, and we're still close to the opening range. Not opening range gap. We're still close to the opening range, which is a low quality signature. But the good thing is we got support from the regular trading hour gap. But look, today looks like if you are not patient, like me, you'll end up giving back everything in the market, whatever you made for yesterday or the day before. It looks like price is screaming, I want to take it all back today with this app. So if you have to be patient as me, and if you have an aggressive account, try to engage on that. Right? If you do have an aggressive account, I recommend everybody to have an aggressive account. Protect your capital today. Probably will get it set up, but if it's like this, I would definitely want to be on my aggressive account because I know I'll end up making money for the week, but I have to preserve capital today when price is literally looking like it just want to take it all back, right? So if you are in this trade, then TP can be a 23 to 49-ish level into the 4 hour gap, right? That's where I said we are reaching, and then we can look for shorts, not before it. As long as it's not going there, Do you use 0.5 or 0.5% risk, right? 0.5% risk. I want to do 0.25% on my safe account. I want to keep the risk always below 0.5%. If max, then 0.5%. That's the max. On my 150K accounts, on safe accounts, it's just good for me and for my level trading if I risk less, because I know I will end up making money when I'm winning, but I'll just really protect capital when pricing is not really good. So how many of you took it? TP should be hit now, right? Those who took it, reply W in the chat. How many of you took it? Not many. Really? Really, guys. This was a nice trade though. This was a plus setup. Alright. So I'm gonna share my chart. No, you got a small W. I got a full 2RW. I'm gonna share my chart. And I'm doing it because I wanna make every signal bot cry. If you can't figure out what I do just by looking at my screen, and I do outline everything, then you probably don't belong in my group. Now you can check my entries. I've also shared my entries with the price key level mark, so you can see the precision, right? Even though price was a bit tricky today, but look at my entries at 23, 2, exact scenario we saw yesterday on Dow. That's why I just trusted the bullish bias. You know why? Because look at Dow from yesterday.
எஃப்இஜிக்கு கரெக்டாக வந்துருச்சு. ஸோ
Once
ஆனால்
Dow
க்ளோஸ்
cleared
வைக்கல.
out these sell
ஸோ
strong,
ஸ்டில்
okay,
எனக்கு
of
செல்லுக்கான
course.
ஒரு
Oh,
எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்
that's for the
இருக்குது.
yesterday's example,
ஆனால்
right?
ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கிடைக்கணும்.
Where's the yesterday
சொல்லப்போனால்
example? Oh, this is the
புதன்கிழமை
yesterday's example. Let me go back a little bit. Same exact scenario. Look, same exact scenario. Just if you remember in journal, right? A lot of equal highs. Same exact scenario. A lot of equal highs. Then we dropped while keeping these equal highs intact on chart
இது
to
ஒரு நல்ல
working this
லோக்கல்,
strong
ஆனால் கீழே
key
வரல.
level,
பார்ப்போம்.
and then we reverse. So the same exact thing we did on it yesterday. So why would I be bearish? Well, I was not bearish at all. And where can we go now? To the devil's mark. It looks like the path is clear for the devil's mark. But first, the draw liquidity will be 50% of previous weekly candle. The gap getting filled, no resistance from here, but I'll keep an eye at this key level, the high of the gap. All right. Once we feel the gap, if we're bearish, then we are gonna become bearish. If we are not bearish, then we are feeling the gap, and that's exactly from where we will go bearish after feeling the gap. How do I know it? That's exactly what price has been doing for all along. Once it fills the gap, if there's a reversal, then we get to see it. But all these massive gaps never really give reversal, never really like are there to offer resistance. They are there to offer reversal. Look at all the gaps. These gaps, we found a reversal, sorry, resistance, no reversal, and then we have a huge gap there. So, and then all the gaps, literally all the gaps ever we formed offered reversal rather than resistance. And if when we reverse after feeling the gap, right? That's something you will learn from ES chart. So I'm gonna take you on ES. And why am I keeping an eye only at this key level for reversal? Right, the low, no, not the low, the high of this gap. And to answer that, you will have to look at ES chart, what ES did, and you will understand. You see that? When did ES reverse? After filling the gap, right? So if there's any reversal, then it likely will be coming after we feel that 10 a.m. gap on MQ. But it doesn't look like we have any reversal here. We won't have a reversal because the breaker, that's a very nice order block coming after purge. So I think for the whole PM, we probably very bullish, and that's likely the target. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for ES to just come up when we have just filled the
இந்த
gap.
15 மினிட்ஸில்
Right,
ஆக்சுவலாக
it should remain
பார்க்கும்போது
bearish, but
ஒரு
that's not what we're
எல்லாமே
doing. So
எஃபிஷியண்ட்டான ஒரு ப்ரைஸ் தான்
my
டெலிவரி
bias will be
ஆகிருக்கு பை
bullish
சைடுக்கு.
for
ஸோ
whole AM session, and
ஃபேர்
since I'm
வேல்யூயே
still
இல்லை
on
இங்கேருந்து பார்க்கும்போது
854,
8:15
you know,
ஃபுல் அண்ட் ஃபுல்லாகவே
down.
எஃபிஷியண்ட்டாக
Sorry, on
ஃபேர் வேல்யூ
entry, I'm
இல்லாமல்
watching two key levels, so
இன்எஃபிஷியன்சி
860 to
இல்லாமல் டெலிவரி எல்லாமே
874.
எஃபிஷியண்ட்டாக இருக்குது ப்ரைஸ். ஸோ நமக்கு தேவை இன்னெஃபிஷியண்ட்டாக இருக்கணும். அப்போ தான் ப்ரைஸ் வந்து நமக்கான ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு ட்ரான் லிக்விடிட்டி என்ட்ரி இது
Yes, I recommend
கிரைட்டீரியாஸ்க்கு
buying
ஹை
trading view.
ப்ராபபிலிட்டியாக இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி
I
ஒரு
do
மார்க்கெட்டும்
recommend
லோ
buying
ப்ராபபிலிட்டி மார்க்கெட்.
trading
அப்போ
view.
லோ
You have to
ப்ராபபிலிட்டியில் நமக்கு
definitely.
நம்மளோட
I'll take
ப்ரொடிக்ஷன்
just
எதுவுமே
straight. I'll
மேக்ஸிமம்
buy them.
ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆக ரொம்ப வாய்ப்பு கம்மி தான்.
But we don't usually execute on 30 second. Yesterday we did execution on 30 second. Today we did, and it looks like this week it just price action is a little bit better on 30 second chart. So I'm still bullish. This is the best key level to get support from. I said all the time, and this will be my analysis. We trade into it pretty much um, same as the 9:30 session. So if we do this, I have a trade. So we're gonna wait for this. We're gonna wait for it. If we break below these order blocks, right? We have equal low there. Then I would like to be bearish. Then I would think about being bearish, but I don't see it being bearish before it. We also have a nice SMT with these equal lows, so it's not like a clean equal low, but coming with the SMT, so SMT goes there. And now, let's see. So it looks like I want to do something like this. If it does drop into the key level, definitely. So that's what we're waiting for here. If If it drops into this key level, I do have a trade, but we are retesting into a 5 minute gap. So probably we just get support from here. If we do, then I don't have a trade. I would like to see we retest into this key level. Not just order block we have there, but also some breaker blocks. Old accumulation phase. This was an old accumulation phase. Now trying to support. A lot of support key level. So it looks very bullish. Now that the candle is printing bearish, looks very bullish. While the target, all the targets are above. Let's see. Probably wanna do what I want to see. Buy side liquidity as well. I'll keep an eye on 30 second. 30 second looks like offering me better entries compared to the minute chart. 30 second looks like the minute chart. A lot of support load. We have a lot of breaker block here. So I don't want to be bearish. I don't know what you are, but I don't want to be bearish here. A lot of support. Only opposing liquidity at these equal lows coming with S&T. And yeah, a lot of accumulation fail. I just can't
இந்த
ignore all of
லிக்விடிட்டி
these. They're not just
சூப்பரான ஒரு
single
லிக்விடிட்டி
breaker
லண்டன் லோ.
blocks, single break. There are a lot of
லண்டன்
breaks, a lot of
லோன்றதை விட ஓகே.
breaker blocks with accumulation phase, especially this one and that one. So these are protected lows. We don't want to see them getting violated. If they do, then I'm neutral. Right now I have a bias which is bullish. But if these lows get violated, then I'll like to be neutral and then wait for something better to show up. Alright, it's dropping into the order block. Now this is exactly from where I should see some reversal, bullish reversal signature. If it's not reversing, then I was wrong. I'm okay to be wrong. I'm not here to be correct or wrong either, just here to perform better. And I think I'm performing better than yesterday, so let's see what we got.
எழுதுடா.
Alright, looks along to me, but not seeing any gas there plus execution level. This doesn't look to me a plus. If they do turn into like the inverse, I'm not really looking at plus. So if we get a purge here, I'm neutral, but I still will favor bullishness. Right, the 50% of this whole dealing range is aligning with that level. We're about to tell the 50% of the dealing range. So if we can support from here, that's good for me. I'll be very confident in the long. But if we end up purging it, then I probably won't be that confident in the long, but I still see it. Yeah, so they're coming for this low. Likely they want to reverse after this low. If 50% of the dealing range not offering anything better, then likely this low is what they're looking for. And then they probably want to reverse because look at ES chart. Where did ES came back? To this massive accumulation phase. Hourly chart looks pretty bullish to me, but hourly candle still has 43 minutes to close. The higher time frame not really looking bearish to me at all. but I think I can be wrong because look at 50-minute chart on NQ. What we have done, we have generated a AMD candle. Right, I'm gonna hide all of this, and it does look like a short now because of this AMD candle formation, right? And we are also getting three candles reversal pattern. This candle also closed by showing resistance. Probably that's a short. So this is where I'm gonna wait a bit because it looks like higher time frame shifting the bias. I'm not so sure about it, but that's what it looks like. Also, we got some bearish signature closure on ES. It looks bearish if I look at just 15-minute time frame. Also on Dow, I guess. But Dow is different. Dow is completely different. I don't want to look at Dow. So let's see, guys, if we are bullish, right, I'm going to drop down to the 30-second chart. That's giving better in terms of analysis. But if we are bearish, I would like to see this. We got resistance from here, and then I can take a short. I'm okay with it, taking a short. But what I want to see if they use these gaps as a resistance, because this looks like a BPR, right, on 2-minute chart, on the minute chart as well, on 2-minute. Same on 3-minute. This looks like a BPR, stay down on time. Definitely looks like a BPR. But if it's a short, because 15-minute looks like a short, right, because of that AMD formation. So if it's a short, I would like to confirm it with this gap. Now, if they drop without tapping into the gap, I'm okay missing it because I don't see it now. But I definitely do see short if they retest into this gap and then the reverse. A lot of equal lows, and 15 minutes is the key time frame that's helping with the bias here. Also these closures. We respected this gap, we respected all these swing highs. So I would
ஸ்டில்
say looks
வெயிட்டிங் தான்
bearish,
மார்க்கெட்டு ஒரு
but
கன்ஃபர்மேஷனும்
I'll
தரல.
confirm the bearishness if
என்னோட
they
ஒரு
get
வியூ என்னன்னா
resistance from here.
இந்த லோவுக்கு
So there's
கீழே
a lot of
வந்துச்சுன்னா
patience, right? Something you'll see in my trading, and that's what you're here to see it.
சின்னதாக இருக்குது
Not to
இருந்தாலும்
get signal from my trading because you'll never be rich if you just rely on somebody's trading. You have to do it on your own. But what you're here to see, how patient I am while waiting for my things to show up on chart. If the things are
பேஸ்
not
மினிமம்
showing up,
இந்த
then
லோ
I don't even care.
இந்த
And
லோவுக்கு
that's
கீழே
what the majority can
வந்தால்
do,
தான்
right? They can't even
செல்லுக்கு
wait for a
பார்க்கணும்,
short.
இல்லாட்டினா
FOMO will
வெயிட்
be
பண்ணணும்.
very
இப்போ
high, and
பைக்கும் நம்ம பார்க்கக்கூடாது,
majority will just execute there.
பார்ப்போம்.
Something you will never see me doing. What you will see me always doing in every possible scenario, waiting for my thing to show up on chart and then take it. Because again, how can I do it? Then how can you not do it? Trust in the system. I've been doing it for some time, for 5 years, 3 years streaming. So been doing the same exact thing for a while. So I do know what I look for will eventually show up. And it did show up, right? I missed that 930 long. Then I also missed that 945 long, even though I saw it very high quality. Then price gave me something better, right? Inside 9 usually 10 macro. And that's how patience pays. You just have to have like huge trust in the fact that your model will show up, what you're looking for will happen, but you will not have trust unless you back test enough, unless you forward test enough, and most importantly, unless you journal enough. Right? So these are the key things. You have to like remember to have like complete faith in your system, just like me. Just like me. It seems like they will go without me. Right? Multiple confirmation is the way to wealth. Yes, way to consistent wealth. You are not here to give everything back to the market. The majority of you eventually give it back. You do know how to make money. Majority of you can make money, right? Something what I do on chart is not so special. Anybody can do it, but you just don't know how to kick it. You give it back when price action becomes like this. Why you give it back? You are impatient. You are greedy, and that's okay. We all are greedy, but right now we just can't afford being greedy, right? We never can afford being greedy ever in trading. We just can't afford any emotional chart ever. What are the macro times? Every hour we get a macro 20 to 40 and 50 to 10. 20 to 40 and 50 to 10. It looked bearish because of 50-minute pattern, right? And we have seen this pattern. Those who are trading with me, we have seen this pattern a lot on 4 hour chart. On 4 hour chart, it repeats a lot at 6 a.m. So I hope it does give me a good opportunity because I definitely want to take it. I do want to take it. It looks so obvious, but I don't think I'm getting a chance. And if it's not giving me a chance, I'm okay with it because I also think a reversal is possible. If you look at these equal highs, the price left it and generated it for a purpose. And all of these swing highs is less courage. So it looks like after they clear out that AMD low, they might want to reverse again. Our price action is back and forth, right? So bias is back and forth. It's not one-sided market, definitely not. So I'm open to the idea that probably that's a long after we clear out this. But look how 15-minute short proved that short, right? I was bullish here, but I looked at this and it definitely looked bearish
நல்ல ஒரு செல் ஆஃப்.
because of the pattern. And I'm very bearish. I'm still very bearish, and I still believe this can happen, but probably not as well. Probably the price will just become very aggressively volatile, and we get nothing. So now that we missed this short, let's just imagine we saw it on time. How would I take it? Right in this scenario, after price conforms, the reversal, right, with this candle usually it does. Those who have watched my 6 a.m. model lecture, guys know it. I don't have to explain more. Then you look for the entry inside this, right? So entry did happen. The retest, it gave a retest inside this level, inside this week. Right, it's been on time to run the minute chart. That retest was the entry, but I was expecting a little bit more from price. A little bit push higher would have gave me a short, but that didn't happen. It just retested into the wick, the reduction block, and then dropped. And I was waiting for it to retest with a BPR at least, but that didn't happen. Now, as I've said, this is a key level from where we can offer a reversal long again. We printed another bullish S&T with ES. I want to mark the S&T. I want to trust the fact that pricing is back and forth, and that's why the reversal can happen. Possible, not impossible. It will be impossible if the market was one-sided. It's not one-sided. So what I want to see is this with a little bit of data analysis. The breaker block is here, right? The bullish S&P looks fake to me right now. If you look at ES, why it looks fake? Because of the momentum in ES. ES has no buy side liquidity to take now near term. So looks very bearish, and this is the key level where I was neutral. That's exactly where it's looking even bearish. So I'm open to both idea. I just want to confirm if it's a short. How am I gonna confirm it? Same as before. I want to see a retest into the breaker block, and if they drop after retest into the breaker block, I do have a trade targeting 23,140 and then Asian low. Looks like a very nice target Asian low. So let's hope for the best where it's still inside the macro and looking for a retest into this breaker block, all of these, and then a drop lower. But if we end up like if we pass above it, then we are bullish. So that's what I'm waiting for. Now let's see if that happens, guys. If we get another setup or not. So what do you guys think? Is it a long or short? What do you guys think? We got 350 people watching us. What do you guys think? We get a long or a short or neutral or seek and destroy? It's not looking like seek and destroy anymore, especially when you look at the 15-minute time frame. Looks pretty bearish. We don't have any target to go for, and I was literally saying if we reverse after tapping into the gap, I'd like to be bearish. I thought we'll feel the gap, but we retested the 50%, and then we reversed, so it looks pretty bearish. Pretty bearish. It looks here, especially from higher time frame. So yeah, the bias, it wasn't like this in the morning when we started. That morning it was both sides you can frame a bias, but here I like this scenario more because I can frame one side bias. And I did not want to see if we are going below this accumulation phase. So we violated the accumulation phase, inversed it, so they're high quality now as a resistance. But if we are doing back and forth delivery, then probably we are bullish. But I don't want to be on the bullish side anymore. It looks pretty bearish to me. And we're getting a chop phase. That's good. That's good. Chop means manipulation due, and we'd like to see manipulation above. Probably we got another setup. Looks very a plus already. We're getting a manipulation into 1 minute gap, into 2 minute gap, 3 minute gap. So if it's not reversing from here, we're probably bullish. But if we're bearish, that's selling from where I think it would choose to be a follower. And we'll be looking for a short from here. If nothing better is popping up, 101 looks very promising. So we can hold after a partial for the Asian lower previous day, probably more, but partial definitely at 101. Now, as I've said, if it's a back and forth today, we are probably becoming bullish, but I don't think it's a back and forth anymore. So let's wait. Getting resistance, right? This breaker block we outlined from the minute chart looks like offering. Now, today I'll execute all my trades on aggressive account. So if this one even shows up and gives me entry, I'll take it. But on my aggressive account, probably the whole week I'll made an aggressive account. Yesterday I also did the same. And it's reversing accumulation. Did happen. Manipulation as we expected. I hope as we expected. Into the higher time frame gaps is coming. We can execute on the inversion, but it's always best if we wait for more confirmation
சரியான டென்ஷன் ஆயிடுச்சு.
because we are expecting a drop that's not ending after clearing these out. We are expecting a huge drop in the
மாஷாஅல்லாஹ்.
Asian low. So even if I get a late entry, I'm good, but I don't want to do aggressive entry. did delivered, but again after we got a reversal pattern, that's something with my 5 years of experience I think I can track yet, but probably in future I'll reach there. But I still see a long, and I'm okay to take a long if we get a purge. All right, that's what I'm waiting for. How long did you stay in demo? It's not like how long I did. I had a strategy to remain on demo. Like if I can be consistently profitable for a week on demo, like suppose my win rate 50% or 60%, then I'll buy a funded account and I'll try to repeat the same thing. But if I blow the funded account, sorry, if I blow the challenge account not funded, then I'll go back to the demo account again. Because if you blow an account, you are really, really new. Like you are at the very noob level, like from where everybody starts. If you blow an account, exactly what it reflects. So to me, I understood very correctly, and at that time it was very
நம்ம
hard to
கூடயும்
follow
இருக்காவா?
it,
இதோ
but that
வந்துடுறேன்.
was my strategy for 1 or 2 weeks. If I'm consistent on demo
மார்க்கெட் வந்து
account,
கீழ
I'll
வந்திருக்கு.
jump right back to the evolution account.
ஆனாலும்
But the thing is,
பார்க்கும்போது
when you
மேல
jump to the evolution account, you feel a lot of emotion because
போயிருச்சு.
money is attached. So
நான்
it
என்ன
takes
எக்ஸ்பெக்ட்
time
பண்ணேன்னா, இந்த லோ
to control that emotion.
இந்த லோ
And
ஆர் எல்ஸ்
meanwhile,
இந்த
while I was
லோவுக்கு
learning
கீழ
how to
வந்துச்சுன்னா, நம்ம
control
செல்
my
பார்த்துருக்கலாம்.
emotions, I
ஆனா
used to blow
மார்க்கெட் வந்து
the evolution account.
வரல.
And if I
நேரா
was blowing
வந்துட்டு
the account, my
அகைன்
rule was I would have
பை
to
சைட்
go
என்ன
back to the
டெலிவரி
demo account
போயிருச்சு
again.
ப்ரைஸு.
So
ஸோ லெட்ஸ்
I
சி.
did not want to
இன்னொரு
go
1/4
back to
மணி
the
நேரம்
demo
இருக்கும்.
account, but for
அதுக்கப்புறம்
demo
க்ளோஸ்
account
பண்ணிடுவோம்.
I'll go back. So that's why I look for a strategy that will hold me back from going back to the demo account. I don't want to trade on demo account. I wanted to get lucky just like any of you. Suddenly I get lucky. I get funded account and I make 20K payouts. I wish somebody told me that that would never happen. But that's exactly what I was thinking. But my strategy really helped. And just because I wanted to go to a demo account, I was like following my rules very strictly. And then ICT came up with at the end of 2022, ICT came up with macro thing. Like that's the first time I heard him mentioning about macro. I also went to his private mentorship, but he never really talked about macro times. But when he did, my strategy made more sense. I could be patient inside macro. My setup will repeat inside macro. Why? Because mentor said so. Mentor said it will repeat, so I trusted it, and the trust became a model now, a system now that delivers consistent way. So that's how I was doing it. I don't know if you want to do it like this, but probably that would be helpful if you do it like this. It does make sense, right? It literally does make sense. If you can be consistent on demo account, then it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you think you have so much money so you can afford to just buy a evolution account and then blow it, you are a gambler, and every gambler thinks like this, and every gambler who thinks like this lose money at the end, right? So you can do it like me, remain on demo account until you become consistent. If you see consistency for a week, buy a challenge account, buy a 150K account, and see if you can pass it consistently. And if you pass it, you get to the funded account, you don't have to come back to the demo account again. But if you blow it, you have to come back to the demo account. Make sense?
ம்.
Do you use Ichimoku trading breakout strategy? No, I don't. I used to. When I started. I used to, but I don't anymore. Alright, so we're coming back for the purge. Again, I don't want to see a back and forth price because it looks very bullish to me. If we are doing back and forth, then probably we especially this one.
ஓகே.
This one proved
இன்னைக்கு லைவு
that you are learning
நம்ம எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணது
from a
இந்த லோ,
person
அட்லீஸ்ட் இந்த
who
லோ
is patient enough to
கீழ
chart. And you
வந்துருந்துச்சுன்னா
are,
நம்ம இங்கே
you
கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் பார்த்து
wanna
செல்
be
போயிருக்கலாம்.
exactly as we
இந்த
should have
லிக்விடிட்டியை
been.
டார்கெட் பண்ணி இந்த ரிலேட்டிவ்.
Because look,
പക്ഷേ
I'm back in profit. I
மார்க்கெட்டு
was
நமக்கு
going
அது
through losses,
தரல, வந்து இங்கேருந்தே
but
போயிடுச்சு.
today,
ஸோ நியூட்ரல்
yesterday I
தான்
was
ஸ்டில்.
back in profit. Today
இங்கே
I
நம்ம
made
இதில்
more.
இருக்கிறது கொஞ்சம் ரிஸ்கி. டைம்
So
ஆல்சோ
today I
ஆயிடுச்சு.
am in profit and
மேக்ஸிமம்
you
11
can make
o'clock
how
நம்ம
much
முடிச்சுக்கிறது தான் நல்லது.
in these two trades when I invested.
10:58
I made.
ஆயிடுச்சு.
You can guess how much I made.
ஓகே, இன்னைக்கு லைவ்ல
I made 3,000.
எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இனி நல்ல ஒரு செட்டப் கிடைக்கும்னு தெரியல. ஏன்னா
USD.
போகிறதா
So that's
இருந்துச்சுன்னா
gonna
இந்த
be in
இடத்துக்கு
Canadian
போயிருக்கணும்.
dollar.
மார்க்கெட் ஸ்டில் மேலே தான் போகுது. ஒரு எஃபிஷியண்ட்டான ப்ரைஸ் ஆக்ஷனே இல்லை.
Yeah, 4K.
சொல்லப்போனால் எல்லாமே
So
பேக் அண்ட்
4K
ஃபோர்த்து
day.
தான் போயிருக்கு.
Imagine that, bro.
ஸோ
Imagine that
மார்க்கெட் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு சாப்பின்னு
you
சொல்லலாம்.
are
சாப்பி தான்.
making 4K a day.
ஸோ இன்னைக்கு லைவ் வைண்ட் அப்
Yesterday
பண்ணிவிட்டு
was same.
நாளைக்கு
Yesterday
சந்திக்கலாம்.
I took
நாளைக்கு
two
லைவில்.
trades, one stream, one
ஓகே,
trade.
பை பை.
Then before stream inside 820 to 840 macro, I took another trade. So both were W. Today both W. So I executed 4